Okay, great. It looks like, whoop, testing, check. Okay, I'm not getting any. Balls. Hello, hello. Guys, can you hear me? Oh, fantastic. Okay, good. Uh, there's a there's a little meter down right below my live stream, and it shows if it's an audio meter, and I didn't see it moving, so I didn't think you guys were able to hear me. Okay, so Sarah says that we are still lagging. I am actually plugged directly into the modem this time, so hmm, I'm hoping that this will clear up as we move along with this, because I don't honestly, guys, I don't know what else to do in order to make the video stream better. I've actually updated uh, the internet service to be faster, and like I said, I'm plugged directly into the modem. So hopefully, yeah. Last time, yesterday. Well, yesterday was. There was a couple of things about yesterday. Yesterday was a last minute decision to go live. I didn't plan to go live. I just felt the urge to do a live, and I was actually doing it from my editing computer, which was never designed for internet. It just whenever I need to get online on that computer to upload or to update, my software, I just plug in an internet USB antenna basically, and that kind of gets me. So, hey, Outlaw, what's going on? Have to go on YouTube to find out. Yeah, so I'm actually doing this from my laptop right now, and again, it's plugged directly because for whatever reason, when I had my internet in Las Vegas, it was fine. It was direct. Out here in Pennsylvania, services are different. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you so much. How are you? Yeah, the internet out here for some reason just isn't the same as it was in Las Vegas. Let me adjust that camera a little bit. I'm looks like I'm cutting off my head a little bit. Give me 1 second, gang. Hopefully that will. There we go. All right. Yeah, I saw that Oregon is on fire right now. Oregon is burning. California is burning, and the, I don't even know what to say about that stuff anymore because Area 51 boosted the signal. Because California used to always get fires, but now they're getting even more. And Oregon, I don't know what's going on in Oregon. I was born in Oregon, and it has most definitely changed over the last several years from what I remember it to be. And I, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it at this point. I will always have a fond memory of Oregon, especially Portland. But lately, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I was actually considering moving back to Portland before I came out here. And okay, so Mike, you say you're from Salem. I actually have family out in Eastern Oregon, a little town called Vale, and they're looking to leave there and head into Idaho a little bit more. And so, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. We are. we're living through a time right now where there's a lot of change worldwide taking place. Um, let's see, Sarah saying my family in Australia, and they, oh yeah, the fires in Australia have just been absolutely horrible. Mike, I lived in Vale for about 6 months. This was, oh God, forever ago. This was back in, when was this? Late 90s, I guess, right around there. And my dad lives out there, and my grandmother is still out there. But that's pretty much about it for that family. A lot of the family has died off, and so um, that's why the few that remain are actually considering leaving Vale. But yeah, it's interesting because we are living in a time right now. There's a lot of worldwide change going on, and for anybody who was born in the '70s, like I was born in '74. We lived, or various eras of not having technology, then seeing technology come in, and then seeing populations change as a result of technology. And then we're seeing changes in climates, and we're seeing changes in just overall, just the world, how everyone's responding to one another. Now, I'm looking at my video feed, and it looks like I'm still getting a lot of like jarring, jolting motions, and I don't understand. I don't understand why that's happening. I should not be getting that at all. So I apologize, guys, if it is lagging on your end. Uh, so, anywho, how's everyone doing today, by the way? Is everyone good? Everyone doing all right? I got a day off. So part of the reason why okay, the lights just flickered. Um, we've been having some power outages today, and I don't know why for that. Uh, Outlaw says they're doing good, fantastic. Part of the reason why I wanted to do a live today, and we may or may not have some more people pop in, was I wanted to give everyone an update as to how I'm going to, for one, progress forward with the videos. It feels like it's dimming in here. I mean, there was no clouds earlier, but I don't know. Anyway, um, I want to let you know how the videos are going to be moving forward, and I also want to let everyone know how tomorrow's live is going to be. Should you be wanting to hop in on that? From this point on, any video, any shoot that I do, any episode that I do, um, I'm visiting my mother in the hospital. Who's in for? Oh no. Oh, Sarah, God, I'm sorry to hear that. And Gina is in the house. Sarah, I am so sorry to hear that. My grandfather, he was coming down with dementia. He was in his late 80s at the time. Um, so I can somewhat understand what you're going through. And it's hard to watch them go through that. It's very hard to watch them go through that. So my prayers and my sympathies are with you. Gina, Andrew is here. Andrew, also known as Happy, he's a DJ out in Las Vegas. Plays all the big events out there. Gina is our moderator for our group, but also moderator for YouTube now. So, guys, thank you so much for popping in. I was about to give everyone an update as to what's going to be happening moving forward. And I presented this to the Patreon members before I was going to really come out with this because The people who are a member of Patreon and also who are a member of the YouTube subscriptions, uh, they are very much almost like a test audience. That anytime I have an idea, I present it to them just as a group to see how they think it would go over, and then if we decide to move forward, then I present it to everyone. Um, Give me 1 second, guys. Sarah, it's whenever we have someone who is passing, yes, we can believe and we can even know that they are still around as far as energy goes, but there's still something in the lack of physically having them there. There's a certain joy, there's a certain love and appreciation that we have whenever we can pick up the phone and call someone, or we can give someone a hug. And so there is still that mourning process that we go through, and it's natural. So um, we have to allow ourselves to go through that. Um, see, Gina is commenting on that right now. My grandfather, he would see his parents, and he would swear that they had walked in, that they were talking to him, and that's when we knew that his time was coming close. And when he did pass, he did so in his sleep. Um, and I would like to think it was a fairly easy transition for him. And so, and that's something that I hope for all of us when that time comes. So, sorry guys, I'm not purposely making it seem like I'm ignoring you. I'm reading the comments and then responding in through the camera. Sarah, you are actually in a wonderful position, believe it or not. Um, and because I believe in choices, I believe that we always have choices in how we can alter our perception, how we can look at things. And you're in a wonderful position right now to be able to do that. Where, yes, we can either mourn the loss, or we can most definitely celebrate the life. And and personally, I choose to celebrate life. Um, I have a half sister who not that long ago took her own life, and as much as it's great to have physically been around her and to have spoken to her on the phone, um, I tried to, as much as I can, celebrate the successes that she's had in the life that she had, her kids, so forth and so on. So it's all about our perception, and it's all about choices. And I would like to believe that even when we cross over, we still have the opportunity to have our choices. It can be difficult. It's difficult again because they are not physically there uh, to share in that with them. And yes, you're going to cry. You're going to go through stages of where you're angry and lonely. Um, the best thing, not that you asked for any advice, so I apologize if I'm just kind of thrusting this out there, but the best thing that anybody can do, in my opinion, is when those times come, is to, instead of being angry, instead of being sad and falling into a depression, switch that mindset. Think about a time, or remember a time when there was laughter, when you maybe pulled pranks on each other, or something funny that she did, and bring yourself back to that moment. Um, again, it's a choice that we can make. And Sarah, I am by no means trying to tell you or anyone how to handle their morning process. Everybody has their own. It's just a suggestion of something that you could possibly do. Um, I see we have a few more people in right now. And Sarah, you are also more than welcome. I know that Gina reached out an offer for you, and same as here. The olive branch is extended. Should you ever want to reach out once this happens, remember in a prior life, I actually was a counselor, and I'm still registered in the state of Nevada as a crisis counselor. So if you ever need someone to talk to, you are more than welcome to reach out. Um, Please don't. And I promise you that should you decide to reach out, I won't go into counselor mode with you. So you don't have to worry about that. Just know that you do have people who are open to listen. Should you want that? Uh, so Sarah, thank you so much for sharing that with the group. Over just a little bit. Okay, so guys, I want to update you on what's going to be happening moving forward. I was starting to touch on it a little bit, but because channels like mine are seemingly always under certain scrutiny, and frankly, there's a lot of trolls out there, and there are a lot of people who like to fact check, which I'm all for that. In a lot of ways, I do support that because you guys know how much it irritates me for people who claim to be honest, um, who maybe really aren't uh, practices, ethical and moral practices. So what I am going to be doing from this point forward, any video that I create for the channel, I will be doing a live version of it. So here's what we can expect moving forward. I will generally try to announce it. I may forget sometimes, but I'll generally try to announce when I'm doing a live or when I'm going to be creating a new video. And what you are going to see, as boring as it may seem, you very well may see me setting up. You may see me getting into the session. I may talk to everyone who's involved in the live about what's going on. Then I'll get to the session. But you will still have the edited version on the channel later on. There's a reason why I'm doing this. There's a lot of people who are in paranormal, who are in ITC, who all we ever see is their final product. And so because of that, with some, it does raise a lot of questions. And there have been people who have popped in on my channel who have, called me fraud and who said I'm full of bullshit and, and things like that. And I genuinely stand by what I do. So what I want to do, and this is my decision to do this, I don't feel pressured to do this by anyone, but because I do want to be as transparent as I can be to everyone, I'm going to start shooting my videos with a live broadcast going on at the same time. So when the video is actually presented to YouTube in its final edited format, anybody will be able to go back and watch the live in its entirety and then watch the edited version and be able to compare the two side by side should they want to. Okay. So just add wine. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Oh, she couldn't handle losing it. Oh, no. Melissa, I'm so sorry to hear that. And Titan, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. He said wine. I actually have a bottle of Chardonnay if you guys want to share. And so, guys, it's not going to matter what the video is. If it's going to be just a sessions video, or if I'm going out into the field like I am tomorrow. From this point forward, any video that I produce will be done so live. Now, when I presented this to Patreon, there were some concerns as to whether or not I was still going to be doing the edit and telling a story with it, and if I was still going to have the subtitles. Yes, I'm still going to have that in the final version. Basically, what everyone's going to have the option is to see kind of the making of, and then finally see the final product. Here's why. Because I want you guys to know 100% without a... Sorry, my phone just rang and scared the crap out of me. Oh, Melissa, thank you so much. Outlaw, I appreciate that. Thank you. And again, guys, it's because I want to be as transparent as I can with you. And if anybody is to ever come out and call me fraud again, they can go back and they can watch the live video. So, yeah, I mean, my phone just went off and Gina's laughing at me right now. Titan, thank you so much. I don't see a lot of YouTubers out there doing this. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to be different or I'm trying to be better than any certain person or anything like that. It's just how I want to handle this. It's how I want to move forward. So again, from going forward, this is something that everybody can look forward to. Doesn't mean you have to hop in the lives. It's just something that is there. Kind of a fact check type of thing. All right. Now, in regards to tomorrow, you guys might have seen that I recently went into an abandoned cave. It was in recent history, it was part of a highway. But one of our viewers, Heather, she actually took it upon herself to do some research and found out that it was actually part of the old B&O railroad system. Now, this tunnel actually connects to the old Green Man Tunnel, which has a lot of history to it. Charlotte, thank you so much. And so these tunnels date back to the late 1800s. So tomorrow, I'm going to start the live session. I know I have it set at noon, so I'm going to try to be at the location at noon. I'm going to start the live session. I'll probably still be in the Jeep at that point, but I want everyone to see exactly what I'm taking with me, how I'm setting up. I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But, and I got to tell you this, guys, once it actually comes into the session portion and into the investigation portion, I will probably just have, because I'm going to be doing the live from my cell phone, I'll probably just have the cell phone propped up. So I won't be doing a lot of interacting with you guys during that period, okay? Because this actually is going to be a video, an episode for the channel, okay? But I want everyone to see exactly how this is done. Let me get caught up here real quick. Upload videos from around your areas. I've never, I'd love to visit just for the amazing. I would love to go back to Australia. I spent some time in Perth many, many, many decades ago, and it was phenomenal. I love Australia. The people are fantastic. I actually filled out all the paperwork to move to Australia, and I actually, thank goodness, I exceed the point system that's needed. I just couldn't find any work out there. Between Wales, England, and Australia. And Sarah, I actually spent some time about 4 years in Southeast Asia, between Sapporo, Japan, and primarily southern Vietnam. Let's see, Outlaw saying I used to watch another person on YouTube until I found you. Oh my God, Outlaw, thank you so much. Hey, Billy Bones is in the house. So Titan asked if I was going to be using Necrophonic. Yes, I'm going to be trying to reproduce as much as I can tomorrow, based off of the original session. Sarah, yeah, you have seen Gina. Gina is our moderator for the Saving Ghosts group, and she was, I believe, the first person to actually start following me on Facebook. Monica, hey, what's going on? Monica, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, so yes, I'm going to try to recreate. Oh God, Sarah, yeah. I would absolutely love. You know what I would like to do, and I don't know how I'd be able to right away um, do this, but that's a great thing about the law of attraction. You don't have to worry about how it's done. You just put it out there and believe that it can happen. But what I would like to do is get a one of those personal submersible submarines that can hold like 2 or 3 people. I'd like to go down in the ocean and then do a session underwater, like next to the Titanic, or maybe where there are some old abandoned ships. Okinawa would be fantastic. Um, Anywhere like that. That's down the road. That is a bucket list thing that I would like to do, and so let's put that out there to have that happen. But in regard to tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the equipment that I'm going to carry. In fact, I have some of it right here with me because I'm going through everything and getting it ready. This little device right here, um, I don't carry because it's just me right now. I no longer have the team. Um, uh, John, no, I've not been to the Suicide Force in Japan. I was in Sapporo very, very briefly. But no, I've not been to the Suicide Forest. I would like to go there at some point. Get permission to do such an exhibit. I would love to, Billy. I don't know if actually Mary. I don't know if Titanic exhibit is still in Las Vegas. Give me another reason to go back. Well, here's the thing about this device. This holds a lot of different things. It was only $17, guys. It can hold your phone. It can hold a sports camera on front. This is how I do a lot of my videos. So I'm filming because this is the high def uh, camera within this phone, and the only reason I have this phone is for the camera. So I'll have the phone in the front. I have the sports camera right here, and when you see me doing a 3, 2, 1 mark, that's because I'm going to primarily use the audio from this because the audio from this is actually really, really good. And I want to sync it to what's happening here. So that way, should I shrink the screen during edit, everything that you see is happening in real time, so to speak. I can also mount either a microphone or a light up here and right here. I mean, it's so versatile. There's so many things I can do with this. I love this little device. Um, so yeah, so this is going with me. Let me get caught up here. Went to the night. Oh, you know what, Outlaw? Where Flight 93 went down is only an hour away from where I live. And I would love to go do that. It's been closed down because of the whole COVID thing. But I've got to get permission to do that because I've noticed out here a lot of people are really, really sensitive to this type of thing. They're really protective of their histories out here. Um, but Outlaw, I know that you're doing some really good work. You could easily go. I mean, if you've already been to the 9/11 memorial, you could easily go back and even just do a K2 session. You know, which the K2 meter is going with me as well. Oh, buddy's in the back. He's wanting a treat. But one thing I wanted to show you guys, I tried to do this yesterday, but the stream just was not that great. Anybody who wants to get into this, hey Tracy, how are you? Fantastic. We actually we've been on for 30 minutes. We're just kind of talking about how things are going to be moving forward right now. Anybody who's wanting to get into this and who wants to get into a tablet but doesn't want to spend a lot of money, you can get an Amazon Fire tablet. Let me turn this thing on. There is a hack that you can do to a Fire tablet that will allow you to download apps from Google Play. Now, they're not always all going to work, but a good portion of them will. See, Gina is saying I'm an empath. Just drive around when I feel something. Well, you know what? What I'm going to do, because when I was walking towards the tunnel, you'll notice in the actual edit, there's a spot where I stop before the tunnel, and I say that I feel like somebody can step out at any time. That's when I started really feeling people, or feeling spirits. And so what I may do tomorrow is actually start the session at that point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But okay, guys. So here is the Fire tablet. Like I said, there's a hack that you can do to it where you can download. You can hear Buddy in the back. Here, let me take it out of this. Oh, let me figure out how to do it. Okay, there we go. So, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but I have downloaded the Google Play store right there, and on it I have the Necrophonic. So I just downloaded this on here yesterday, so I'm going to be using the tablet for Necrophonic tomorrow because I'll be streaming from the phone live, and the phone's what I would normally use. Okay, so I'm diversifying what I use. Gina, you would be fine. You would be fine. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me why oh God, let me take this out. I spent all day yesterday charging batteries. But I've had a lot of people kind of ask me, why do I choose to use sports cameras instead of like DSLRs or anything like that? And my answer to that is, why wouldn't I? It's just me. You know, I don't want to carry around a lot of bulky equipment. Those of you who may have seen some of our early stuff when I was still in Las Vegas and had the team, Gina and Curtis, yes, we carried around the big cameras and we had the audio equipment and all of that stuff. But honestly, gang, you know, here, let me, if I can just walk around with this, you know, this is filming me from the front and this is getting whatever I'm shooting, and I can just walk around with this. Oh my God, how much easier is that? Now, I do have 2 night vision cameras. I had to mark them with a green piece of tape so that I would know they were night vision. I will be using 2 night vision cameras or infrared cameras tomorrow. I may even take some infrared lights with me. So I'm going to, and you're going to see this in real time, but I'm going to have one camera at one end of the tunnel and night vision or infrared, and another infrared camera at the other end of the tunnel. I will probably have this camera, and I'm saying this camera, yes, at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Here you go, bro. Yeah, they are so much smaller. This is through a company called GetUp. This is probably one of the best cameras I have used as far as sports cameras goes. It was only about $70, but the quality is phenomenal. And the great thing about it, oh God, what do I do with it? Is that you can plug. Now, not all sports cameras can do this, but you can actually plug a microphone into it. So whenever you've seen me with like this microphone clipped to me, guaranteed I'm using this camera. Okay. phenomenal camera. Even if you're not into paranormal and you just want a small, versatile, lightweight camera for vacations, or if you're into sports, the company's called Get Up, and it is phenomenal. So I will be using this one probably in the center of the tunnel, because that's where I'm going to have Michael's gate set up. And what this is going to do, guys, is this is going to allow me, for one, to see if there's anything that I capture. And oh God, Tracy, thank you so much. Tracy, consider it done. In fact, Tracy, I'll give you a shout out tomorrow in regards to the monster, because I will be getting that. Tracy, I love you. Thank you so much. And so that camera will be set up center, so that when I stop to do this session, again, I'm going to be able to capture everything. I want the infrared cameras. Oh, and by the way, I know I'm kind of jumping around. I'm actually a little excited, guys. So I was asked yesterday if I did the modification myself to make these infrared. No, I did not. Now, you can do it. There are tutorials on YouTube how to do it. You have to take the body apart. You have to pull the lens out, and they have what's called an IR filter. Our eyes have a built-in IR filter. That's why we can't see in the infrared spectrum. That's why your dog and your cat, most animals can, because they don't have that filter. So I know a lot of people say that animals have color blindness. No, they don't. They can just see in the infrared spectrum. Again, you can look this stuff up. I bought these off of eBay, actually, through a company called Ghost Pro. And these have been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So, yes, I love those cameras. Here, let me see if I can get caught up here real quick. Okay, what's going on? Wait, Toxic is having surgery? What's going on? Here, guys, let me get caught up. Okay, Gina, I will. Is in 3 days. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tristan. God, I hope it's not major surgery that you're going in for. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna be sore back here for a little bit, Tristan. You're gonna be sore a little bit. See, Mary is saying, wish they would make a thermal sports camera that's small like those. I am working on that. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I am working on that. The screen is actually not going to be much bigger than what's on these. But again, it's just me, guys. So I need something small and lightweight. So I'm in the process of building a small thermal camera right now. Toxic, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. They're probably going to put you out, knock you out, so to speak. They will probably do all four at the same time if you have all four that are in, and then they're going to pack it. And so, yeah, you're going to be sore for a little bit. You're going to be a little bruised. You'll be fine. Tracy, yes, Tracy, you're next to my own old hometown. I'm originally I lived in Las Vegas for 44 years, minus 2 years or whatever in the military. Hey, Rachel. So Tracy, yes, I will be live tomorrow. I'm going back to the tunnel that I was in. That's going to be 12 o'clock noon my time. So that's probably going to be 9 o'clock your time, 9 o'clock a.m. or 900 hours. Um, so, so that's what's happening. So I want to give everyone an update as to what's going to be going on and how this is going to be going moving forward. Now, in regards to the tunnel tomorrow, um, Tracy, it does get hot there. It does get hot. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, again, I remember 115, 120 degrees in Las Vegas. So I get it. So tomorrow, I'm going to have everything in a backpack. I will show you exactly what I have packed. I'll do a walkthrough of the tunnel so you can see what the tunnel is like. And then at some point, I'm going to set the live aside so that I can set up. Now, during that point, I'm not going to be able to respond to anybody. Okay, gang? Just to give you a heads up. So when you see that, feel free to talk amongst yourselves if you want to. Just please know, and I don't mean to sound like I'm going to be rude, but I won't be able to respond to you because I'm going to be setting up the area, and you will see how I'm setting up. But what I want to be able to accomplish tomorrow was there was a woman who came through who said, I'm in the wall. There was a guy who came through that said, I've been shot. Another guy came through and said, bullet. Uh, there was um, a few names that were mentioned. Orson was mentioned. A Chris came through twice. So what I want to do tomorrow when I go into the tunnel, I want to try to find out. Here's the objectives for tomorrow. I want to try to find out who the woman is who's in the wall. And if you remember, at one point I went up to the wall of the tunnel and the K2 tapped out into the red. So I want to see if that's where this woman is at. Possibly. I want to find out who was shot, why they were shot. I want to be able to find out who Chris is. What happened there. Now remember, this tunnel dates back to the late 1800s. I'm going to say 1892, part of the old B&O railroad system, but then later was used for normal traffic. Hey, Jay, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, Tracy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what, Gina? I'm excited. There's a part of me that's a little nervous, but not scared. Let me make this very, very clear, because you can't go into these things with fear. If you feel any kind of fear, then you need to stop what you're doing and pull away. Shams is in the house. Hey, Pat, how are you? Yeah, I'm thinking there's some shady things that happen there as well. With all the graffiti that's on the wall, it tells me that at nighttime, there might be some stuff that happens because it's not completely secluded, but it's just secluded enough. So that's why I go during the day. Okay. Um, but something else that I want to do is I want to ask them, do they want the area cleaned up? If I get a direct response saying yes, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get with the city and see if it's okay if I can go in there as a volunteer and clean up the area. If I can remove the trash that's in there, take down the graffiti, if at all possible, and try to clean that area up. Because I'm thinking that everything, as far as how the area is looking, I think that might have something to do with the responses that I'm getting. So I am going to do that. I'm going to see what kind of response I get. And then at the end of it, I'm going to take some smudging materials with me, and I'm going to smudge the area. And I'm also going to play a chant that I won't be able to include in the actual edit because of copyright purposes. But what I will do is I'll include a link to it. And what this chant does is it removes the evil eye. So we can look forward to that as well. Rune! Buddy! Rune! Another friend from across the pond. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting caught up right now. Rune is probably one of the sweetest people you will ever meet in your life. Extremely smart, very humble. I cannot say enough nice things about that man. Rune, again, I am so sorry that. And actually, this apology I want to, dude, chill. All right, relax. You've already had like 3 treats today. Okay, relax. Actually, Gina, I have black tourmaline on Michael's Gate. So what was I saying? Sorry, Buddy is like being really needy right now. But yeah, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to do that stuff as well. And if I get the okay, if they say yes, that they want the area cleaned out, and if the city has no problem with me going in there and doing that, then I'm going to record all of that as well and do a session in there after the cleanup. Yeah, he's like, I get these little, they're called greenies, and they're like this mint flavored dental treat, and he absolutely loves them. Then Gina, I will take one with me then. Thank you, Toxic. So that is the plan for tomorrow, and that's going to be the plan moving forward with the rest of my videos. All right, guys. So I'm not saying that you have to hop in all the lives, but they will. Beverly, what's going on? Beverly, I will actually be going into Ohio, hopefully sooner rather than later. There are Ohio actually has several castles, like medieval-looking castles, and there's one in particular that has a wonderful history to it, and is known to be haunted. And they welcome paranormal researchers to come in. So that's one of the things that I have that I'm working on right now, and that would be in Ohio. So look forward to that, guys. And I have something else that I'm working on that I'm not going to let you know yet. However, in the Patreon live that I'm going to be doing tonight, I will let the Patreon members and the YouTube subscribers know what that's going to be. All right, guys? Oh, Pat, thank you so much. Melissa wants to see Buddy. All right. Here. Buddy, come here, guy. Come here. Come on. Come here, boy. Come here. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here, boy. Oh, no. Over here. Come on. People want to see you. People want to see you. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, what is that? Oh. Okay. Now he wants to play. So, it's it's okay. It's okay. Guys, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, guys, do you mind? I hate to ask you this, but do you mind if I get up for a quick second because he's going to keep up until. Oh wait, hold on, maybe. Oh, he's eyeballing me right now. Uh, Melissa, I most definitely will. Toxic. um, so now I don't know, guys. I may. Um, 4-year-old Chihuahua is needy. Okay, guys. Tracy just told me that I got to get him a treat. So, and of course, his head pops up. Guys, I am so sorry. Give me 1 second. I promise I will not be long. Okay. Just give me one moment. Okay. Hold on, guys. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. All right. Here we go. All right. Ready? All right. Marks. Get set. Go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, he's got me whipped. Oh my God, Andrew, you're still on? I have known Andrew. Andrew is he's on here as Happy Official. He's a DJ out in Las Vegas, and he does like major events out there, and work for Fear the Walking Dead together, and just he makes me crack up every single time I talk to him. So Andrew, dude, it's good to see you on here, man. So. Um, Okay, come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. So, okay, guys. So, any questions, comments, or concerns about what's going to be happening tomorrow, or how we're going to be moving forward? Melissa, thank you so much for hopping in. I appreciate that. I miss. Not a problem. I get it. I will be on tomorrow. The plan is to be on tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time, US. Um, Bear with me, guys. If I'm not on right away, I will try to make it as close to 12 o'clock as I can. The location is about an hour away from where I'm at. So please just bear with me on that, okay, guys? So I think we pretty much have it covered. Now, tomorrow, when I do this, again, guys, I just want to give you a heads up. It's not all going to be exciting, okay? Have good coverage to handle live sessions. Billy, I don't know. I really don't know. I've never done a live from this location before. Um, it should be better than when we attempted the live at Blue Mist Road. Blue Mist Road was really off the beaten path. This is just a little off the beaten path. There's actually a main road where I park. This is gravel where I park, and then you have to go behind on a trail, and the tunnel is like back here. So we should be okay. I can't promise you it won't be choppy. We should be. I'm hoping okay. If it seems like it's going to be choppy inside the tunnel, then chances are I will probably have the phone set up just outside of the tunnel so that I can still get a reception. Again, I can't promise, guys. I honestly don't know how tomorrow is going to go, but this is the plan of how I want to attack this. Andrew, you don't have to worry about it. I know it's going to be like 9 o'clock Vegas time. Yeah, no, it's not completely in the middle of nowhere. It's there. It's not a major road, but it is a popular road that is used um, to get there. So I will probably, as a matter of fact, what I may do, this section can actually be removed, and there's a tripod mount on the bottom. I may just put this on a tripod with the streaming phone just outside of the tunnel and just set up on a tripod and just do things that way. Again, guys, when we start this, I will I will try to talk to you when I can, but please understand that this is actually a video that I'm filming for the channel, and so I I may not be able to always hop on and talk. Okay, guys, I just want to let you know. Andrew, I completely understand that sleep is your best friend. Hey, Young, what's up? Um, so, guys, any other questions about how we're going to be moving forward or how tomorrow is going to proceed? Young, any friend of Toxic is a friend of ours. Oh, man, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Um, Young, I know you just kind of hopped in. What I am doing, this isn't the normal live that I would do. What I am doing is I'm just kind of letting everybody know how tomorrow's live session is going to go and how videos moving forward are going to go. Okay, so Tracy just asked a really, really good question. And this is a popular question within this field, and that is how do you protect yourself? Uh, it took me a long time, and I'm talking years, to actually get comfortable with protection and actually understanding what protection meant. Protection, this is just my point of view. Now, remember, in this field, it's like politics or religion. Everyone's going to have their own take on it. But my opinion is that protection starts with you, how you feel. Remember, everything is energy and everything moves on a wave, including your emotions. So if you go in feeling fear or feeling uneasy about something, then what happens during that is that your vibration actually lowers. I have a chart that I've posted before about that. Your vibration lowers, which makes it easier for lower vibrational entities to attach to you. So what I do is I meditate. There is a channel actually on YouTube that I absolutely love called Binaural Beats, and their music is tuned to 432 hertz on up. Now, 432 hertz is said to be the frequency of the universe. And so I will meditate to that. I will raise my vibration. I do carry crystal with me, especially tourmaline and quartz, and primarily because uh, those two are what's known as piezoelectric, which means they do release a little energy when they're squeezed or tapped. I also say a prayer before and after each session. And when I say the prayer, I'm always asking for Archangel Michael, Raphael, Azrael. Now, keep in mind, guys, that archangels are non denominational, they don't belong to any specific religion. Regardless of what some may say. And again, guys, anything that I say, you can research this. Um, there's actually accounts, and Gina Miller, if you remember, we had this conversation about a year or so ago, that there are accounts of older pagan faiths that actually have prayed to archangels in the past. Um, so let me see if we get caught up here. But so I will ask for protection from the archangels. Specifically, I now what actually happens, I don't know. But what I ask for is for Archangel Michael to guard the doorway, and then I ask for Archangel Raphael to offer any counseling, any healing that may need to take place. And Archangel Gabriel to assist those who need assistance as they're coming through. Um, and so then once the session is done, I ask, please do not attach to me. Please do not enter into me. Please do not follow me home. If you are looking for light, please go with Archangel Michael, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Gabriel, as they can assist you. If you're not ready for that, then I ask, please go through the doorways that you came, go back through the gateways that you came, and I ask my archangels, please make sure those gateways are closed. Now, in some earlier sessions, you can actually hear the gates opening and closing. I've not heard that since I've been in Pittsburgh, but that was something that I used to get all the time. So that's what I do. And I do, I would say I smudge maybe once a month, sometimes twice a month, just depends on how I'm feeling about it. I also have a concoction. It is blessed holy water and blessed Florida water with some sage oil mixed in, and I will spray that. And we all use what we know or what we're comfortable with. So I will do it in the form of a cross. You don't have to do that. It's just what I do. Hey, Mama, how are you? Young, dude, there are so many people who will say you're full of BS, who won't believe you. You know what you saw, and that's what matters, You know what, Tracy? It is okay to smudge, and here's why. There's actually scientific proof, and Gina, I want to thank you for posting this back in the group. Hey, Sophia, how are you? Yeah, it is okay actually to smudge, and here's why. The smoke from the smudge has actually been scientifically proven to cleanse toxins out of the air. So yeah, it's quite okay to do it. And so, and again, guys, anything that I say, I'm not just pulling it out of my butt. Anything that I say, I will inform you of either where my source is from, or that you can research these things yourself. Some of you might not know, but my background, prior military, I was security forces in the Air Force back in the early 1990s. But then I went to college and I worked in social services for many, many years as a crisis behavioral counselor, case manager, so forth and so on. The reason I'm saying that is because having my facts straight and being honest, truthful, and transparent is extremely important. And because those are morals that I was raised with and that hold true to me. So if I say anything, I'm going to tell you guys, you can research this. The information is out there. Oh, wow, Young. Gina, thank you so much. And this is actually a topic that I absolutely love. And that's why, because I'll get messages that come through that call me fraud, call me fake, and I tell each and every one of them that I sleep very comfortably at night. And if they're going to approach me, if they're going to call me out on something, they damn well better have their proof. And I can tell you they will never have their proof because I do not fake anything. If you notice, like when I hold the K2 meter, I will hold it from the sides because the power button is on the front, and it's so easy to fake a K2 reading by pressing that power button. But also notice that I painted mine Saving Ghosts color, and it's not black. That way you can clearly see where that button is at. Toxic, I do remember that. Sophia, I saw that, and I thank you so much for that. I thank you so much for that. And that's part of the reason why I'm going to start doing everything live now. The thing is that a skeptic will always be a skeptic. A troll will always be a troll. A believer will always be a believer. The only time a skeptic will ever become a believer is when something major happens to them and they have no other way to prove it. Young, don't be scared of it. I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are. But if you are connected, harness that, because it's a fantastic thing. It is a fantastic thing. And part of the thing is that on YouTube, God love you, YouTube, I do. But there are so many people out there who, I hate to say it, but they are frauds. They are faking it. They're going for the fear factor, and they're going for the likes and subscribers, because the more subscribers, the more views they get, the more money they get. And oh wow, she connected to the shirt. Okay, all right. And one of the things that I told Gina Miller very, very early on, when we didn't even have the YouTube, we were still on Amazon Prime at the time. But I told Gina very early on that I care more about being truthful to the paranormal than how many viewers we get. And that still holds true today. Um, there's one YouTuber out there. I'm not going to say names, guys. Um, and it's not anyone that you have seen me interact with. I just want to make that very, very clear. But there's a YouTuber out there who says that he is truthful, that he is honest, but in one of his videos, he's in a mausoleum and you hear a tapping on the glass. And now I don't know for a fact because I was not there, but the word that came down to me was that he tapped on the glass, then later on edited that back in. So that's why I want to do lives, guys, um, because you're going to be able to match the live that I do to the video that I finally edit and post on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch them. And you know, so young, I believe that. You know, when I had the team, for those of you who remember, when Gina and Curtis and I were in Las Vegas doing these investigations, Curtis was our resident skeptic. Now he actually did have um, two things that have happened to him, but he was still a skeptic. And I think during our time in Las Vegas doing our investigations, he was able to broaden his belief a little bit more. I don't want to speak for him, but I know that there were some things that happened that nobody could explain. And I will always speak very fondly of Curtis and Gina. And if you guys haven't seen any of those investigations, if you look at the main channel, there are sessions videos, then there's full investigations. Look into the full investigations, because those are when I had the team. It was Gina, it was me, and it was Curtis. I took a video. There's an orb that flies across the screen. I wish I could see the video here. It's cool. Tracy, you are more than welcome to send the video through Messenger if you like, and or you can probably even post it to the Saving Ghost Facebook group or page if you wanted. Young, where are you from? Cool, Tracy. All right, fantastic. Sophia, where are you from? I don't know if what I'm saying is going through or not. Uh, okay, Ontario. All right. Okay, that's right. You have mentioned it. My apologies. Okay. Yeah, Mama. When I lived in Las Vegas, I've been to Tucson. Oh, dude, you're from Winslow? Man, I used to live in Las Vegas. It's so funny. I never really got into Arizona. We, again, when we had a team, we had talked about going into Arizona and doing some stuff out there, but it was getting everyone scheduled together and frankly cost. I almost went to college in Canada. I almost went to Vancouver. In fact, I wanted to attend the Vancouver Film School. Um, that, however, did not happen, but went to college in Las Vegas. But no, Vancouver is phenomenal. I've not been through all Canada. I would like to, though. Toxic, I know you got some stuff out there in Oklahoma as well. All right, guys. Any other questions, comments, or concerns about what's going to be happening for tomorrow? Do I have anything planned for Halloween? Um, there is a really, now I normally don't get really excited about graveyards, but there is a phenomenal graveyard across the river out here that I'm going to try to get a hold of, because you have to have permission for this particular graveyard to go in there. Um, I want to see if maybe I can do that for Halloween. Oh, Rune, thank you so much. Rune just became a member. Thank you so much, Rune. Andrew setting an alarm. So again, guys, I'll start the live tomorrow before I get out of the Jeep, and I'll wait for everyone to hop on, or whoever's going to be there, and we'll do our greetings and our hellos. Gina. And okay, so Sophia is asking me to recap. Hey, Monique, how are you? Okay, so to recap, excuse me, guys, of what's going to be happening. So from this point forward, every video that I do, it doesn't matter if it's a sessions video, if it's an investigation or what, every video that I do will be done live. Okay. There will still be the YouTube episode. There will still be the edited final version, but Rune, buddy, it's. Thank you so much. Sincerely, thank you so much. Um, but from this point forward, every video that I do is going to be done live, and then a few days later, the actual final version will be released on YouTube. And the reason for that is because for and thank God it doesn't happen to me all the time. It happens once in the blue moon, but I want full transparency in what I do. Full transparency in what I do. So if somebody should happen to hop on and see one of the episodes and they call bullshit or they call me a fraud, any one of us can say, well, hey, here's the live that he did, showing you how he set it up and everything, so that it kind of puts them in check, and really just because I need something fun to do on the side. Again, I believe in transparency. One of the best things the Air Force ever taught me when I was in basic training was that not only are we going to tell you what to do, we are going to tell you why you are doing it. And having the why is so important to me. And so, me doing these live sessions from here on out for every video is going to be the why. Okay. And then for tomorrow, I'm going to be revisiting the tunnel that I was just at. Okay. And the reason for that is there's a lot of new questions that have formed as a result of that. When when I'm listening, I have headsets on and I'm listening through the footage. And when I heard that woman say I'm in the wall and the K2 spiked to a red when I was at the wall, I need to find out what that is. I need to find out who was shot. I need to find out who Chris is, who Orson is, these names that were mentioned. I need to find out if they want their area cleaned. I need to find out, because if that's the case, I'm going to get a hold of the state, or at least the city or the county, and see if I'd be allowed to go in as a single volunteer to clean up the area, take down the graffiti, and so that's kind of the game plan for tomorrow. Again, I will start the live when I'm in the Jeep, and then it will just go until I'm done. Okay. Now tomorrow's live may be boring. I'm letting you know right now, guys. Oh yeah, and the woman singing, and we had footprints, footsteps as well. Um, so tomorrow there may be some boring times because if I'm getting what's there's a thing called B-roll in filmmaking. B-roll is all the secondary shots. It's the when we're telling the story, and for example, I'm showing you the tunnel and the area, and there's some voiceover going on. That's all B-roll. So if I'm getting that stuff, again, I may not be exactly able to turn and talk to you at that time. But I will explain what's going on as I'm doing it or before I do it. That way you're aware, okay? Um, Search public records. Yeah, well, one thing that we found out was that those tunnels used to belong to the old B&O Railroad system. And I want to give a shout out to Heather for researching that and actually letting me know about that. So, Heather, thank you so much. Um, Heather is another viewer of the channel, and so I want to see if there's anybody who died during the railroad. I want to find out who was shot. So there's just a lot going on. Hey Tammy, how are you? Historical Society, that's a great idea. Oh, and Heather is in the house. Monique, thank you so much. Yeah, it was so funny because I've known Heather for years. We actually worked in Las Vegas together. And she's one of those. I don't know of anyone who can get as hyper focused as she can, but all of a sudden there's this information in. Well, she let me know that she was going to research it. But then there's these links that she sends me about the old B&O Railroad. Yeah, Jersey's in the house, and this tunnel that I was at is linked to a tunnel called the Green Man Tunnel. And here, guys, um, I'm going to give you the name. The Green Man Tunnel has a lot of history to it, and that's the tunnel I was trying to find initially when I found this tunnel. These tunnels are actually linked; they're part of the same tunnel system, um, and so I oh, you know what I could do, guys? What I may do, I may actually just I, one of the great things about having a background in filmmaking and photography is that I have like light stands. I may take one of those stands and put a clamp on it and just clamp the K2 meter to it. That way it's stationary, and that way I have no contact with it whatsoever. I, I actually do that, guys. Um, I may do that. We'll see. We'll see how much stuff I want to carry with me. Um, Okay, so Sophia is asking, so if they want their area to be cleansed, will you have to get permission from the city to clean? Okay, I'm not going to need permission, I don't think anyways, to go through with a smudge stick and cleanse it. But if they want it cleaned out, I may not need permission, but I would feel comfortable if I went to the county and said, hey guys, I was hiking through this area, or I was doing a YouTube video through this area, and would I have permission to go through just on my own and clean up the trash that's in the area and take down the graffiti. They may not care, but there may also be some regulation in regards to the chemicals that would be needed to take down the graffiti, being around the vegetation. So I don't know. Um, which is the English Channel. It's very beautiful. I don't know. I'm sure New Jersey was. Well, I actually do mean clean it, Sophia. And yeah, Tristan, go for it. Um, yeah, if they actually want it cleaned, like physically cleaned, then yes, I'll try to get permission from the county and go in with a bucket of stuff to take down the graffiti and a trash bag to clean up the trash. And I will, if I am allowed to do that, I'll do an episode on that as well. I used to do that in Portland, Oregon, actually. Because my thing is, if there are spirits there, and if they don't want to move on and they want to stay in that area for whatever reason, I mean, why not do them a solid, you know? Sarah, that's a good question. It's hard to say. A lot of us are brought up in a religion that says that yes, we are judged by our actions. But there's also a belief that I tend to subscribe to a little bit that says that we are all here for our own experiences. Um, I would like to think that we are here to experience and then grow from, meaning that we are we're in tune, we're in touch with our higher self. So if we know that we did something bad, or if we are doing something bad, that we are enlightened enough to say, okay, I've had that experience. This is something that I need to stop doing. It doesn't matter what it is. Um, but then again, I can't even say that because there are some people who they can't seem to get out of their, from our point of view, they can't seem to get out of their own way. Thing is, we don't know if that is to be their experience. I was very, very recently able to forgive my stepdad for just years of crap that went down because I figured, well, maybe that was his experience. And as a result, I was able to grow and know some things that I know now. Um, oh, Young, thank you so much. So I think, Sarah, to answer your question, what it all really ties down to is what do we personally believe. There's now, okay, there's what we're taught, then there's what we believe. They don't always have to be the same thing, guys. That's what we call our paradigm. And you can change your paradigm. There's things that we're taught as we're kids that might not hold true with us as adults. And we have a choice. We can change those beliefs. We can grow um, from what we once knew. Okay, so Gina asks, "Is there anyone else?" But then took the message away. What I think it comes down to is when you have questions like that, really take some time to isolate yourself, meditate on it, calm down your mind, and your real answer will come through for you. I truly believe in meditation. How do I feel about karma? I believe that karma is another name for law of attraction. I believe that it is, if you were raised in a Christian household, we all know uh, the golden rule. Uh, and so karma, karma has always said that it's whatever you do comes back to you. If you are Wiccan, or if there's anybody who is a self-proclaimed witch, and I mean a light witch, you will know that you never ever do anything to harm someone because it'll come back to you. That is, in essence, karma. Um, what I believe is that if you okay, here's a great example. I know someone who knows someone who they're constantly worried about getting sick, constantly. And when COVID came out, their head just exploded. You know, they have to wipe everything down, and they're constantly worried and concerned about getting this illness. And as a result, what happens is they they damaged their foot recently. They can't walk. They end up spilling coffee on themselves. And so I do believe that karma is either directly related to law of attraction or is one and the same. So do I? So in a roundabout term, do I believe in it? Yes. Good for you, Young. Sophia, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate that. Yes, 12 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. You know, and so so we all know these people who they're always broke. They never have any money, and they always have a plan. They're always working on something. They they're they've got a new business or something that they're going to start. They're some new great thing they're going to get involved with to make them money. But when you listen to them talk, they're always saying, "Well, I can't pay my bill," or "I don't have enough money for getting a drink," or I can't afford that right now." So they're practicing, their actions are showing that they're making more money, but their belief is still set in I can't afford, I can't afford, I can't afford. And so that gets into law of attraction because it doesn't give a rat's ass what you are physically doing. It's what you're believing. It's what you're putting out there. And so anyway, guys, I kind of got on a soapbox there for a little bit, so I apologize about that. All right, Sophia, thank you so much. Oh, Sophia or Sarah, we absolutely can. We absolutely can. And there are so many times that we know in the moment that we're doing something that forget about what society says, but we know that our inner being is saying, "Dude, you got to step back from what you're doing. You know this is wrong." We have a chance right then and there to say, "Hey, stop, stop, stop. Okay, I need to stop doing this. I know this is bad for me." And then you can change from there. It's changing your perception. There is a picture going around right now of a shoe, and to some people the shoe looks pink, to others the shoe looks gray. And what that will tell you is if you're left brain or right brain dominant. um, Monique, I don't quite know what that is in Dutch time. I know with Australia, it's not that that does you any good, but in Australia, it's 2 o'clock a.m. In the UK, I believe it's 5 o'clock p.m. or 1700 hours. Um, so um, I I will see. Okay, in Central Europe, they're 9 hours ahead. Okay, I'm gonna I need to try to figure out a way that I can work out the different times because and I am extremely grateful for this, guys. That there are people who are popping in from Greece, from Turkey, from Australia, from the UK, from all over the world, and it's a phenomenal thing, and I am extremely blessed about that. And so, trying to juggle not only people's times here in the U.S. where there are time differences, but throughout the world as well. And and Sarah, I have full intentions. I don't know when it'll be, but I have full intention of visiting the UK, just because, oh God, just the history there. Um, Absolutely phenomenal. Um, and to spend some time in England, something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. I am actually starting to feel pretty emotional right now, guys, and I don't know why. I don't have my K2 on me, so I can't do a quick session, but um, there's something brewing. Um, the overall feeling of gratitude is what's kind of the Netherlands. The Netherlands is another area I would love to go to. Um, the Netherlands, England, Scotland is another area. I would love to go back to Australia. Australia has a deep history, which of course England can take some credit for. And hey, Planet, what's up? Okay, Gina, thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, the candle video seemed like there was some in your place as the EVP. XXX, what is up? I was actually going to do a session for um, XXX from Halcyon. Uh, I chose not to because there are some other YouTubers out there who really just kind of monopolized on that, and I don't want to. I don't want to bother XXX. Um, in my opinion, I don't want to bother him. For those of you who don't know who XXX Tentacion is, the rapper who was murdered in a very, very tragic way. So, Toxic, no, he has not. Yeah, he was shot. And of course, there's Heather right on it, doing research. Look at Andrew busting out military time. I do have pets. I have a dog right here who is asleep at the moment. He was wound up earlier, and I actually brought him up on camera a little bit earlier. You can always do the playback if you so choose to. Oh no, Toxic. Sarah, not a problem at all. Happy, you are happy. I'm going to call you out here. Happy, aka Andrew, is one of those guys who extremely funny, a personality like not believe, smarter than what he lets on. Um, Young, I have had that happen to me as well. So, all right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody so much for popping in. I really do appreciate this. Um, Again, this was just an update of how videos are going to be moving forward, um, and how tomorrow's session will be. I had a dog named Lady. In fact, if you go back in some of the earlier sessions, I did a video about animals crossing over, and she was a cocker spaniel, and I used to call her Ladybug. And she was 13 years old when she died. She died of cancer, and the vet actually let me take her back home and I buried her in the backyard. And not that night, but the following night, excuse me, uh, I was watching TV. It's probably about 11 o'clock at night, and I looked over to the kitchen, and on the kitchen wall, I saw a shadow of her standing, staring at me. And at first, it took me back a little bit, um, and I just stared at it, and she kept staring at me. And I said, "I love you, girl." And then shortly after that, you kind of just saw the shadow disappear. And when I did the session about animals crossing over, I asked, "Is Lady there?" And you hear a very high pitched voice saying, "Get Ladybug." And again, Ladybug is my nickname for. Um, so, hey, Mama, if you have that picture, if you want to share it, you are more than welcome to. Over at the Saving Ghost Facebook page or group. If you want to, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, 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 yeah. Andrew, remember that? Yeah, there was. I actually, Andrew was nice enough when I was living in Las Vegas to let me go to his house and do an investigation, and we actually got some really cool stuff there. It's actually in. If you go to the main page, Um, if you go under full investigations, you will see a video that says Grandpa. Was it Grandpa's house or something like that? I think it's called Grandpa's house. And you will see Andrew there. And at the time, I was using a version of the SLS. We got something on that. We got some knocking taking place. There was actually some stuff that was going on in that house. Um, So again, that's should you be interested, it's there. But Grandpa's house, yeah. Earthbound spirits, yeah, earthbound spirits. That's a common name for them, and those are spirits who either they can't or they don't want to cross over yet in any direction. They are here. I believe, I want to believe, anyways, that once we cross over, we still have choices that we can make of either moving on or staying here. And I feel that if we have a choice to stay here, it's because either we haven't accepted that we have died yet, or because we want to be a guide, or we want to be a protector, or whatever emotional connection we may have. Um, so that's what I believe an earthbound spirit is. Ooh, a demon doll. Ew. Hey, Spooky, what's up? Thank you. Uh, my cat Chewy. Yep, I remember that, Sarah. A little girl came through and said Chewy. Spooky, it is so great to see you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Toxic just brought up a good point, and that was he had a dream of a demon dog. I do believe that spirits, either higher vibration or lower vibration, can speak to you or come to you when you're asleep. And in fact, if you remember, guys, I did a video of me sleeping. I know it sounds really weird, but the K2 meter kept going off the entire time, and we had a little EVP come through. And so I do believe they can speak to you because when you sleep, guys, your brain switches into theta mode, into the theta states, and that's where your REM sleep kicks in, and that's where they can kick in because of the wave that your brain is operating. They can kick in and communicate. You have a choice, guys. You have an option to control what goes on in your dream. If you, because I've had it happen, I've been attacked. God, I'm spitting on myself now. Ugh. I've had it happen where I've been attacked in my dreams. But when you know that's happening, you can catch it and you can take control at that point. I will ask for Archangel Michael to come in, but I physically will see myself getting bigger and stronger than whatever is attacking me. And I always tell it, you can't beat me. You have no control over me. Guys, that is the number one thing that you can tell any entity or spirit that you feel is trying to attack you. You have no control over me. This is my life. You have no control over me. Remember that. That's what, because I used to have an attachment. And that's what was told to me, to go into a room by myself and say, you have no control over me. This is my life. I command you gone. I said it 3 times. It felt like water was just pouring over me, because it was releasing that. So whenever you have a dream, someone attacking you or something attacking you, make a conscious note to say that this is my life. You have no control over me. I command you gone. And yes, they can be scary. Yes, they can seem powerful. You will always, always, always be more powerful. I'm getting old. Whoa, what does that mean? I'm getting old. Oh, I gotta go back now. What's all that about? Spooky was the same for me. It took me years. I'm spitting. Yeah, I. Shut up. um, Triple X just asked if demons and spirits are the same. Spirits is a general term. Okay, demons are a general term for any spirit that is lower vibration. Okay, angels and guides are kind of a, and I know I'm tiptoeing into a delicate area here, but kind of a general term for any spirit that is higher vibrational. Okay, um, I'm I'm experiencing more life. Uh, oh, horrible, absolutely horrible. Um, and Triple X, that was actually a great question. Um, I know that, again, for those who were raised in the church, I was raised in the church. My grandmother was Southern Baptist. My stepdad was Pentecostal. So I was raised with angels and demons and this, that sort of thing. Um, I'm not saying they don't exist. I tend, I just really tend to believe in lower level entities, higher level entities, and then I believe there's a hierarchy among them. A peace, yes, Young. As a matter of fact, I have experienced a peaceful poltergeist. As a matter of fact, I was doing a live session about a month ago, and the camera was aiming me, but in front of me was where my editing PC is at, and my headphones were there, and the cable was hanging off the table, and the cable just started to very quietly just move back and forth. I didn't say anything about it because I didn't want to stop what I was doing, and I also didn't want to take the camera and turn it around and it possibly be stopped at that point, and then saying, "Oh no, Phil, you're lying. You made that up." But I have had that happen. I've heard footsteps. What else? I've had boxes move on me before. Um, Now, the one thing that I have had when I was younger, I haven't had it as an adult. But oh my God, what's it called when you have a look-alike? A doppelganger. I have had that before, and that was kind of freaky. Um, Spooky, I agree. How often do you think spirits return to human life? Monique, I think that is one of the most beautiful things that we have as spirit is that is option. I think that we have, I like to believe anyways, that we have the option to come back and experience life again. I think we have the option to stay in spirit form and travel the cosmos and become and create whatever we want. Now, I could be talking out of my butt. I don't know, but that's based off of my research. That's what I like to believe. Um, and see, Triple X is asking, are are aliens really true? I believe they are. I have a very, very, very hard time believing that we are the only planet in this universe that has intelligent life. Just take a look at the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy. Look how many stars. By stars, I mean suns. There are in our galaxy. Each one of those stars has planetary systems, and they are finding more and more planets that have that can sustain life. So spooky, yeah. I mean, scared the crap out of me. Young, I believe that. Hey, Toxic, thank you so much. Oh, really? Young on the ground. Tristan, again, thank you, buddy, so much for popping in. I really do appreciate it. Toxic has a streaming channel as well. It's a gaming channel, and so yeah, I'd like to believe that we have the option to come back. And you know what? I think that this life that we have now, if you are consciously aware of it, you're able to kind of pre-plan what you want to experience in your next life. Here's the thing, guys. Anything negative that happens to you, don't take it as a negative. Take it as, okay, this is something that I don't want in my life. So obviously I want the opposite. So take that as a chance to concentrate on the opposite, on the good that you want, and not focus on that negative, because that can prepare you possibly for your next go around at this life. Oh, underground military base. Okay. Maybe I am getting old. My wrists are popping. Ew. Arizona is just crazy with what goes on there. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Things toxic. Chris, what's up, buddy? Thank you for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Earlier, I was going over with everyone how videos are going to be moving forward and how tomorrow's live session is going to go. Just quick Reader's Digest version. From this point forward, any video that I do, there will still be the final edited version for the YouTube channel, but I'm also going to do a live session anytime I'm making it. Just because I want full transparency, so that should something happen, let's say there's a rock that's thrown or whatever, you guys will be able to see that there's not somebody else there with me, that I don't have strings connected anywhere or fans anywhere. You'll be able to see exactly what's going on at the time. Okay, so a couple of good questions. Monique just asked, do I believe that people were born with a disability did something in their past lives? What I think it is actually was that it was a choice they made to have that experience in this life. Because let's say in their previous life, they were royalty and they had everything given to them and they never knew what it was like to do without or to be made fun of or whatever. And so they have the option once they die and they leave their body, they have an option to have a new experience. Because remember, guys, there's always a balance in this universe. There's always a balance. Excuse me. So if you or high royalty in one life, you may choose to come back and have some sort of a disability so that you can experience that. And do I believe in skinwalkers? I actually had a couple of sessions where you hear them talking about walkers. You know, there's walkers, or he's a walker, or something like that. Um, so, um, so yeah, Chris, just so going forward, that's how these videos are going to be. And so tomorrow I'm going to be back in the old tunnel, but I'm going to do a live session from there. But then, of course, I'm going to take that, I'm going to listen through everything. And just like I would a normal video, I'm going to edit it, put it together, make an episode. So you'll have the live version, and then you'll also have, I guess you could say, the findings version. Your mom saw a skinwalker. Oh, awesome, Spooky. That's actually good to know. Well, I think, that there are more and more people who are coming to these beliefs. They're questioning more. They want to know more. Dude, Chris, that tunnel. It's been a while since I've had that much K2 action. Um, and you guys know that if I don't get anything on the K2, I'll tell you. I'll show you, guys. I didn't get anything in K2. Went to an open field, got nothing. Go into a tunnel, and there's stuff everywhere. And the thing is, that tunnel is abandoned. You know. And in addition, it was responding to the questions. If the answer is yes, light up as many as you want. If the answer is no, don't do anything. And it was doing that. Um, Monique, thank you so much. Thank you. Monique, you did. And guys, I want to apologize to everyone. Outside of YouTube, I do get a lot of messages that come into me either through Instagram or Facebook or through the Saving Ghosts email. So I am so sorry if I don't always get back to you right away. Um, I, I have no excuse. I'm sorry um, that I just don't always get back to you. Um, and Chris, you're right. They really don't. So I'm going to be taking the K2 with me again tomorrow. And Monique, I do remember you asking about that. And see, real quick, Triple X is asking if dogs and cats can see spirits. I believe they can because they can see in infrared light or through the infrared spectrum. Humans have an infrared filter built into their eyes. Again, you can research this, guys. Dogs and cats don't, so they can see. You know how when I show in one of the sessions the infrared camera, how it kind of looks weird? That's how they see because they don't have an infrared filter in their eyes. White crossed outside of Winslow, and my mom was what she could see. But ooh, really young. But Monique, I will get to it. I will get to it. I'm so sorry that I haven't gotten to it sooner. Um, Again, I have no excuse. I really have no excuse. Um, so guys, tomorrow should be interesting. Mama, um, I oh no. But Monique, the thing is, if I say I'm going to do something for someone, I would like to follow through with it and actually do it. Alrighty, guys. You know what? And this is off topic just a little bit, but you know what I am craving right now? A grilled cheese sandwich, but not just any grilled cheese sandwich. If you guys ever want to make like the ultimate grilled cheese sandwich, do this. Get yourself some fig preserve. Put a light coat a fig on one side of the bread, and then mix in cream cheese and ah, oh god, what's that cheese that you normally put on pizza? And oh, it's a white cheese. Hey, Alan, how are you, buddy? Mozzarella. Yes, thank you, Heather. Of course, the token Italian has spoken in, and actually, Heather knows this recipe. But you take your cream cheese, you mix in some mozzarella. You want to blend the two together. You put it on the other side of the bread, and then you cook some bacon. Put the bacon in there. See, I've been on the East Coast a little too long now. I can start to hear it coming through. You know, I'm saying bacon instead of just bacon. But you put some bacon in the middle, and then you fry it up on both sides, and then it's fantastic. So tomorrow again, the live will be 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. Monique sent me some. Alan, it is so good, buddy, to see you popping in. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andrew, dude, you would love this. I know for a fact you would love this. Oh! You can, and I've tried it before with cherry preserve instead of the fig. Oh, tis good. Well, and Chris, that's what I'm kind of hoping to find out tomorrow. I did ask if you the last video. I did ask if there was anyone who wanted to cross over. I'm going to go back tomorrow. I want to find out who was shot. I want to find out who the woman was in the wall. I what else was there? I want to find out who Chris was. I want to find out who Orson was or is. Um, I want to see if they are okay with me doing a cleansing in there with some smudging and prayer. And then I want to see if they're. Oh my God, Alan, thank you so much. Alan just joined the YouTube subscription, the Archangel Michael. Alan, buddy, thank you so much. Um, and I want to see if they're okay, if they want me to go in and actually clean the area. And if that's the case, if they say yes, then I'll get a hold of the county and see if they will be okay with me going in and picking up the trash and wiping the graffiti off the walls. Buddy is fine. He's actually right here sleeping. Chris, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I wonder if I can. No, I might end up causing more damage than not. No, you're not going to be able to see it. I was thinking maybe you might be able to see Buddy. But and again, guys, I don't know how the live reception is going to be. Yep, I'm going to be using the Necrophonic app. In fact, you know what, guys? I have not tried the Necrophonic since I put it on the tablet. And again, just to recap, this is an Amazon Fire tablet. So if you guys want to do ITC and you want to put it on a tablet, Amazon Fire tablet, like the 7-inch, you can get for like $40, and you can hack it. And there's instructions on YouTube how to hack it to accept Google Play, because that's where you're going to find the Necrophonic. And so that's an option for you. But yes, I'm going to be using the Necrophonic. I'm going to have more cameras set up tomorrow. I don't know how the reception is going to be through the live, because I'm going to be doing it from my phone. So if it seems like it gets choppy inside the tunnel, I'll set it up just outside of the tunnel. But I want you guys to be able to see as much as possible. All right, guys. Vision from the lady with the water about a bridge collapsing. Okay. Okay, the bridge. Where is this bridge? Hey, Sophia. I've I've heard a lot about Dead Wave. I've not yet used it. I honestly have not used Necrophonic a whole lot. The main app that I use is the Afterlight Box, and I planned on using the Afterlight Box in the tunnel, but when I pulled out uh, the other tablet, the Windows tablet, it was dead, so I had to use the Necrophonic. Um, and I gotta say, the responses that we got for the Necrophonic were fantastic. So I'm gonna keep using the Necrophonic. Oh, a bridge by Winslow. Okay. I also like a good scanning radio. I used to have the PSP7 and I loved it. I accidentally sent it to someone when I built uh, an Angel phone for them, and I was testing it just to make sure that everything works. And forgot to take it out of the Angel phone, and so they ended up getting it, I guess, as a bonus. But I box as a replacement, and I've been very impressed with it. Okay, Monique, thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I would love to go back to Arizona. My plan, guys, what I want to do, I'm not there yet. Um, start doing a lot of traveling, and not just within the U.S. I want to travel throughout the world. I have been so blessed to get to meet so many of you, get to know so many of you from all over the world. And not only would I like to go and actually meet you, but I'd like to go to the areas and do some investigations. And I think it'd be fun to have some of you along on. Oh God, the East Coast just came through again. I said along instead of along. Oh, I'm becoming East Coast. I'm becoming East Coast. What you gonna do about it, eh? Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to travel more and go back to Vegas, go into Arizona. Sarah from Sarah Saving Spirits, who lives in California, I'd like to go and do some stuff with her. Young sounds like a plan. If you guys are ever in Las Vegas or on the Arizona Nevada border, over by Hoover Dam, there are the old train tunnels that you can actually hike through. That was an area I wanted to get to before I left Vegas, but unfortunately, I left Vegas a lot quicker than what I was planning to. Chris, you know what? Pennsylvania does have its own accents. For example, the gyro. The thin lamb meat. It's the Greek. It's fantastic. Out here, they call it gyro. I've never heard it called gyro before. I know it was a gyro. And then something that my grandmother used to do, who is from Campbell, Missouri. She always used to say yins, yins. How yins doing? I hear that out here as well, yins. Um, yeah, some of the mines. Just be careful going in those mines, guys. Yeah, and I don't. Gyro, gyro. I don't get it. It's euro. The G is silent. Yeah. Anyway, Andrew, were you performing out there? Have an Oklahoma accent sometimes. Southerners, yeah, it is. Oh, okay, spooky. I see how we're doing it. Oh, the train tunnels. Okay. Hey guys, you're guys, I don't normally do this, but Happy, I would absolutely, if it's okay with you guys, I would like for Happy to plug himself a little bit. Again, he's a dear friend of mine, a DJ out of Las Vegas. And Happy, if you want to, completely up to you. You don't have to, but if you want to put any link to like your Facebook page or whatever, please feel free to do so. I have no problem with it. Now, okay, so if you read Happy, you just said, "Oh, here we go with accents." Happy, he is part Filipino, and he used to when we were working together, he used to just kill me with his Filipino accent. Absolutely kill me. I could not keep a straight face anytime he would bust out with that. Um, in this part of the conversation, Young, you're good. You are good. But tomorrow should be fun, guys. Should I? I mean, I'm taking the infrared cameras with me. Should I also take the infrared lights? I mean, I don't think I'll need them, but you think I should take them just to be on the safe side? Oh, South Dakota. Oh, she's from South Dakota. Okay, so yeah, she's got some type of accent going on there. Yeah. Oh, I'm half. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Young. I plan on everything just fitting in a backpack. You should take everything you can carry. Okay. So, is it happy official Facebook? Wait, facebook.com/ happy official? She said certain words. No kitchen sink. Hey, Keely, how are you? You have a few things coming up. Okay, awesome. I'm happy to see that you're busy. So okay, so then tomorrow it'll be I'll have at least 4 to 5 cameras going. I'll including infrared. I'll have the infrared lights with me. The K2. I will have Michael's gate. I will have the tablet with the necrophonic on it. Um, that should be enough. Keely, happy to hear that you're doing great. So I know that there are people when they do investigations, especially when they're going into a place, they like to carry a lot of equipment with them. I'm talking cases of equipment. My personal experience is you don't need all that. When I had the team in Las Vegas, we had the lights and we had the bigger cameras. In fact, I still have one of them that I will do for some bigger projects here and all the audio equipment. And oh my God, it just takes forever to set up and take down. And a lot of that stuff, really, guys, is just for show. Um, my experience is you don't really need all of it. So I've really condensed a lot of the stuff that I use. Does my camera have a stabilizer? Um, it Well, I do not have a stabilizer as of yet. It's the next purchase uh, that I'm getting. Basically, this is the setup right here. Whenever I'm walking around, so this is a high def camera that actually films at 24p, which I love high def. And so I use this to get me, and then this for whatever I'm looking at. And then a lot of times I'll have the microphone, plugged in, for audio. But then I will also have, especially for tomorrow, I'm going to have one infrared camera I'm going to have an infrared camera at each end of the tunnel, and then one in the center of the tunnel for when I start doing this session. Um, oh, so Chris just said take extra batteries. I've been doing nothing but charging batteries. Um, so it's gonna be interesting tomorrow, gang. I hope I'm well received. I hope anyways. I left on good terms when I was there, and we will see. We will see what happens. I actually have two full spectrum cameras, and I'm working on um, a. Oh my god! I just said it earlier too. Um, what are they called again? The heat-seeking cameras. Oh my god! I forgot the name that quick. Thermal, of course. Heather pops in. She knows this stuff. And the reason I like thermal, guys, is because it cuts in to different wavelengths. A lot of people think thermal can just tell heat or cold. That is one aspect of it, but it can cut through so many different light layers that it's ridiculous. So, um, the FLIR is one. I'm actually working on building my own at this time. If you're able to talk with people on live chat tomorrow during your investigation, I will definitely be talking to people uh, on the live chat tomorrow. Tomorrow's live chat is going to be weird because I will be I will be talking to people back and forth until it comes time for me to do something. Then I will tell you, guys, I'm about to go investigate the tunnel, or I'm about to go do the session. Give me a few moments to go do it, and I'm going to go do it. Then when I'm done, I will come back to you. I'll do a check-in, say, hey guys, okay, so this is kind of what I think we got. This is what happened. I'm going to go and do this now. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Before before I actually start setting up, there will be a lot of back and forth with us, and then after there'll be a lot of back and forth. But during the actual filming, it will be limited, guys. Just to let you know, okay? Alrighty, guys. Sophia, you're going to see everything. You're going to see everything. So, because I want you guys to know that without a doubt that I'm not taking fans with me, or I'm not tying anything to strings, or I don't have anybody else around me who's whispering stuff. Any of that stuff. Spooky. So, and this is for full transparency. That's why I'm doing this. I don't know of, I really don't know of any other YouTuber who works in the paranormal who is willing to do uh, uh, lives all the time. And these guys know that I say that great love and respect for the people who are doing this, and some I've gotten to know fairly well. Yeah, Triple X. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, he has an angel box. He does have an angel box. The boo box, exactly. Bethany, what's up? Spooky, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Bethany is in a house. so, so tomorrow's going to be fun. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it, and because I feel like they came through. And again, guys, if you've seen the video, I feel like they came through. They kind of announced who they were. They announced what happened. Um, I want to delve a little bit deeper. I want to find out who these people are. They gave names. I want to find out who those names belong to. I want to find out who the lady was that died, or who said that she's in the wall. You know. Oh, Sophia, thank you so much. Oh, Sophia, thank you. Thank, thank you. I appreciate that. It's just, it's guys. I'm a smaller channel. And there's a lot of people out there who are much, much bigger than me, and that's fine. You know, um, if this channel is going to grow, it's going to grow because of the sincerity and because of the honesty, and not because I was, pulling the wool over your eyes. Um, I I do believe there are people out there who they do want to know the truth, and part of what I am doing, guys, is I'm searching for that. I have my own questions. I've had my own questions ever since I was a kid. I remember from when I was 5 years old, hearing things and seeing things, and it got to a point in my late teens that I became so scared of what was going on because I didn't understand what was happening. I became so scared that I said, "Okay, I don't want to play with you anymore." And everything stopped until I moved to Portland, Oregon in 2000. And I'll never forget, guys. I was in bed, and it's about 4 o'clock in the morning, and as clear as day, I heard this deep, guttural voice in my left ear say, "Wake up, Philip! It's time to play again." And it scared me. It terrified me. I remember I got up out of bed, and I was shaken. I didn't know what to do. I was seeing doppelgangers at the time. My luck was constantly bad. And so I was searching for anyone who could help me out. And I happened to find a spiritualist. And they're the ones who told me to go into a room by myself and say, "This is my life. You have no control over me. I command you leave." And to say it 3 times. That's when I had that experience. And that's when I realized that I've got to know what's going on. I've got to figure out what's going on. And I really started to research. I studied. In fact, part of my undergrad was studying world religions. So I studied religions. I got into science a lot more. In fact, the basis of what I believe a spirit is based on science. Um, Sophia, I think it was an attachment that I had, and I believe I got that attachment from my stepdad. My stepdad, he had his own demons that he was working through, all under the guise of being a good Christian man. So, Keely just asked, "Am I going to do an investigation with Franco one day?" Franco and I talk about that from time to time, and it's something that we would love to do, and we do talk about it. He is so busy with traveling and with a lot of these places, it really comes down to the cost to get into them, as well as just getting our schedules together because he has his locations set up in advance, like far in advance, and so it's really just knocking down a time that we can actually do it. Um, Triple X just asked a really good question, and that is, can spirits travel anywhere they want in a sec? I believe yes. I believe, again, guys, just quick overview. Our body is it. This is nothing. This is just the vehicle. This is a carbon-based system that is powered by an electrical unit, and your consciousness. It's been proven, guys. It's now linked to energy, and it travels on a wave. And waves and energy can travel at the speed of light. And so, yes, I believe that as a spirit, you can travel anywhere you want like that. Young, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm buying a new house. My travel funds are temporarily tied up. Chris, I get it. I totally get it. There is a video on my channel. And God, guys, I'm sorry. It sounds like I keep plugging my videos, but there's a reason for it. There's a video that I have on there. It's about maybe 6, 7 videos back now. It says a conversation with Phil, and it breaks down exactly what I believe a spirit is, and it gets into the science of it. Um, Biology teaches us that this is a carbon-based system that's built up of proteins. The proteins can die off. Our brain is powered by an electrical system um, called the synapse. And the synapse fires pulses back and forth that tells the body what to do. But it's your consciousness uh, that has the want, that has the desire, you know, and all of that can be traced back to electricity and to energy and to waves. And thermodynamics tells us that energy doesn't die; it just changes form and moves on. And so I believe that when we die, when we leave this body, we go back to the atomic form because everything is linked to the atom. Every single thing, the universe is linked to the atom. Our conscious and subconscious mind is linked to the atom. Whatever you are watching this on is linked to the atom. Everything is the same on the atomic level. So I believe that we go back to that. So if you were raised in a church and it says, you go back, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I don't believe it's that we just necessarily go back to the earth. We go back to the atomic form, but our consciousness, which is linked to that, which is tied to energy and tied to wavelengths, still lives on. And I believe that we just have, I believe that we have options that we can come back and experience this life. Have you guys ever noticed? Have you ever noticed that whenever there is a passing, whenever there is a death, that usually there's a birth, that you have a loved one who dies, but then a friend who is about to give birth? Have you ever noticed that? Guys, there's always a balance. Always a balance. It's a universal law. There's always a balance. Sorry, guys, I got on another soapbox there. Yeah. Every now and then we get on a topic that I get pretty passionate about. And something else that you will notice, if you go back through all my videos, even until now, my story does not change. Because it's not something I'm pulling out of my butt just to tell you guys. It's what I believe. So, anyway, guys, you have spent the last 2.5 hours with me, gang. And I can't thank you for that. I really can't. I do have to go. It's getting that time. The hunger is starting to roll in a little bit, and so the next hour or so, and I'm gonna start, getting some dinner ready. See, it's hard to wrap my head around, and it seems to be a taboo topic for spirits to reveal. Chris, I've noticed that too. I have asked them that, but I think what it comes down to, I think just as in life that we have perception and we have opinions, there's a possibility that we have that in the spirit world as well. I don't know. I can't say for sure. I am still learning a lot of this, because the thing is, nobody is a master of this. And if anyone says they are professional, that they know everything about this, they are a professional, they are an expert, run. Happy, thank you so much. Sophia, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Triple X, I appreciate you. Thank you. Chris, it's very possible. Keely, thank you so much. Thank you. Sarah, not a problem. And again, feel free to reach out to me if you want, all right? Guys, I thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending the last couple hours with me. And I am very humbled by it. Thank you so much, guys. Much love and luck to you guys. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.